There we have it. Oh, you're all wanky. Wanky. You're all wonky. Hang on. My tits are freezing, so I'm going to feed them. So welcome to day 27 of my January gardening challenge. I'm going to continue to plant this tropical style border with my evergreens. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. Just a quick recap then. So this is as far as I got the other day. Real aim of the game is to put some winter interest within this border, and I'm going to do that with some Acuba japonicas and a Choisia tonata, and obviously my lovely Trachycarpus palm. I'm going to continue to dig this out. If you missed the original video, this is going to be themed on a Volcano Bay inspired landscaping, which is an Orlando based Universal park, and the planting is absolutely phenomenal. At the back there, I'm still going to continue to have canna lilies. I'll put some food out for the birds. Canna lilies and Hedechium, which is hardy gingers. So this is just a case of creating some lovely winter interest, and it's going to work really well. Now my Trachycarpus, I want to be right up against the edge of the bed. I don't want it to get lost behind. I've already got a Trachycarpus, which is going to make a bit of a nice backdrop. But this one is about creating shape in the garden, about it being further out in the bed. So as I look down the garden, it's pretty much prominent and creates another little sort of pocket within the garden. Just behind it is a little bit of a seated area that I have, and it's going to create a nice little shape. Almost like a little bit of a hidden paradise with the gunnera just behind it. I think it's going to work really well. Just need to dig a massive hole now, get this sunk in, and like I said, I'm going to push it right to the front of the bed. So I'm pretty pleased with that. That Trachycarpus has gone in lovely. As you can see, I've turned it around a couple of times just to pick its best face. I want to see it this way on, so I think that's going to work a treat. I'm going to go ahead, place these Acuba japonicas and my Choisia out. As to where I want them next, I'm going to go ahead then, get that in the ground. I'm really pleased with that. So I will talk a little bit more in detail about the Acuba japonica. So this is an evergreen shrub. This is relative to the common laurel. So common laurel is Prunus lauroseraceus. This is Acuba japonica, known as the spotted laurel. This will get a huge shrub. They're very often used in planting when it comes to hedgerows. because of their evergreen interest. Very popular with the tropical style gardens as a backdrop. I'm going to use them in a completely different way. Bring the beds forward to give them some instant height for where I'm going to have my canna lilies and bananas and things reaching through and around. So it's going to add like a hard texture. So I'm going to prune them as they get big into shapes, nice tight balls. And then you're going to have like bananas and the cord lines you can see behind me just running through. And of course I'm going to have heuchera and things like that, which are very, very tough. But I'm also going to start adding some things like colocasia, which need a little bit more help, shall we say, during the winter. So this is an extremely tough shrub, very versatile, going most soils. And like I say, it's quite a big one. In these pots, there's actually 3 or 4 cuttings, so you could actually split these up. But for impact, I'm going to plant these as is in the pots. Now these are on offer at the moment. I think they are 3 for 10. Yeah, 3 for £10 in B&M, and they're perfect. I'll definitely be adding these into several aspects of the garden, trying to give it some height, some winter interest, and all that sort of good stuff. But I'm extremely happy with the way I've laid this bed out, and I've waffled on long enough. Let's get these Acuba japonicas in. You know, I always talk about the best face of a plant. That's what you're looking at. So I always try and look as to which is best suited for the spot. Just here I've got small fern. Very touch and go with that, I'll be honest. So I'm not worried about planting this quite close. Obviously I've left a big gap here to one of my red bananas, which I think is going to look great in the summer against this this kind of evergreen growth. There we have it. Oh, you're all wanky. Wanky. You're all wonky. Hang on. I didn't mean to call you wanky. I allowed that one. Still family friendly. Oh no, you... Sorry. Try again. Like it never happened. There we have it. I am super happy how this has come out. Obviously it's got summer planting to go in, but it's a great backbone, and I'll be looking at this, what we see right now, only bigger as the years go on. I'm very happy with it. Let me know down below if you guys are planning on adding any of these plants in, whether you like it. Any suggestions for planting in the summer, particularly this bed, like I have discussed, going to be hardy gingers, cannas and castor oil, I think, just here until I can figure out what's going to go there as a more permanent structure. But if you have enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. It really does help me out. Hope you're enjoying the challenge. Let me know down below how many of you watched. Brownie points if you've managed to watch more than 4 with my ramblings. But we've managed to put the garden in pretty good shape in a short amount of time. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. yeah, see you tomorrow. You take care, guys.